Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails in the Sky, the third, Part 39. In the previous video, we wrapped up the side story revolving around the Dock Harbor boys, and I got really salty and maybe was unfair to the game, even though I do think that boss fight against Agate is badly designed. Maybe that's just me though, it's probably just me. Then we came to the actual end of Chapter 4 to resume our main story adventures. A big bad monster dude appeared, Riaz came to save us, and then Kevin activated his Super Saiyan ability and turned into an edgelord. And now we're going to beat him. Now, how do I play this game? Clock down is always an option, but I think we want that more for the old Joshua to do. You are weak to time. You're weak to time and space, and you're slightly weak to time. Matt exiles all who draw near from existence temporarily. Well, that's fucking terrifying. Okay. How about we scream? Yeah, I like it. And then you hit him with the clock down. Because you gotta try it, even if it doesn't work. Do you have Orbital down? You don't have Orbital down. Well, how about you lock up our boy? Okay, that is hitting everyone. That is indeed hitting everyone. Now, I mean, we could just like frickin' ult on everybody and kill these little orbs, potentially. Can we hit these? Okay, we do a little bit of damage. Okay, so yeah, that's the main problem, is it steals all your EP. So you don't want to use melee attacks. Like, at all. When he comes back, he can blast him, though. Think that's gonna work? Possibly? Maybe? Oh, okay. You can't clock down everyone, and you're blinded. I don't know if your ult can miss. I don't think it can, but just in case it can. Or, well, just in case you die because you're not at max HP, and we don't know how much damage this attack's gonna do. I don't know why I can't skip these anymore. You used to be able to skip, Could you never skip these in Trails 3? I know you could skip them in Trails 2. Hellish Lance Actor. Okay, that hurts. I would be a fool if I told you that didn't hurt. Okay. Unfortunately, he has a new S-Break that is maybe not as good as his old one. It's not a great... I think you gotta go for full heals on people. Full heal yourself because you still have CP. But what does this do? It releases Stigma's power in the form of countless spears. Well, honestly, I think Grail Spear is better, but we did just get a new ult. Let's try it out. I feel like I've seen this attack before in some other media franchise. Does good damage at least to these guys. Didn't really do shit to the big boy. Okay, casual 4K heal passively, that's cool. Not like I wanted to not die or nothing. And you can heal Kevin. Yeah, I think his other ult is way better still, if I'm being honest. Is Agate back? Agate is indeed back. So what we'll do with Agate here in a second is There's a plan. I think you ult on Agate, have him ult, steal the 50 CP, so that we get some sort of refund for our ultimate. That's maybe not quite worth it, but it does feel good. Actually, no. We're not going to get the 50 CP, actually. Because we would have got it as soon as the turn started. Yeah, you do that when you're going to get you up to max. So if we were like, say, 150, we could have gotten the 50, and then our ult would have been super powered. That looks like it's gonna hurt. But how much is it gonna hurt? Oh, it's gonna hurt a lot, isn't it? It's gonna instant kill us? Oh. I literally just made this same facial expression. Now, Agate only took half damage from that. Do you think it's proximity based? I mean, it could be that it does more, like more or less damage depending how far away you are from it, because they were all about the same distance and took the same amount, but Agate was really far away and took no damage. Or Agate just has way more HP, or not HP, well, he does have more HP but more defense. I don't think he has that much more defense, though. Yeah, so, Kevin, we really need you to, like, your new ult, it's like cool and fancy and all, but it's just not good enough, dude. I'm sorry to tell you. I mean, it's not really that it's bad, it's just that your other ult is so much better. That makes you feel better. I mean, getting, you know, 2 free damage blocks on everyone potentially is just unbelievably good. That's a problem. That's like a little, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say it's not a problem. Dude, does Agate like ever get to go? He's the slowest man alive. I think that kills you, so don't do that. What kind of heals do you have available? Oh, you have no EP yet. Man, Agate, you're just simply amazing. It's an interesting play. I think Joshua's ever going to get to go. Oh, he's doing something. Oh, that's a little worried. Type of EP charge? I think you do EP charge. And then heal up Joshua. And then Joshua, you have no AoE heals. But Kevin is, he's not in the best spot right now. How much does 550 is actually pretty good. But I also want you to get your heals back. Not your heals, your ult back, so that we can use your good one. Okay, that's potentially a problem. I think he's close enough to be counted to get heated for the Shadow Realm. Hopefully not. Yeah. Hopefully this does a decent amount of damage. Okay, that's good. Is it good enough though? That's the question. Does air work on you guys? Yes. Yes. I can't tell if that's hitting him. He doesn't light up. And it looks like he's in the AoE. Don't. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, that. Never mind. I didn't realize I hit everybody. I would. Can you get your. Can you do anything before. Dude, no. So heal up. And then ult. Yeah. And then I think this, and if the aerial hits, that should kill. Hopefully. We're getting pretty close. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a second phase. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have a second phase either. Okay, he's hellish lancing. That hurts, but it's not that scary. I highly doubt AT delay works. I mean, we could, well, I have a, well, I think that's hitting everyone. Yeah, they did hit everybody. It's too good. It's too good to not use. I mean, just like a little AoE. I mean, it's good that he has an alternative ult, because maybe there will be situations where we want Spear of Loa, but Grail Spear is just stupid strong. I mean, that'll kill Agate, but everyone else is fine. Okay, that was single target. Are you dead? Yes? Yes. Like, I'm just saying, the actual boss of the chapter was significantly easier than one of the regular side, like, regular fights in the side chapter. Like, that's my main bone that I got to pick. Heaven? Heaven. And that's gotta be Estelle, right? She's the only one left. Oh. Well, at least it gave us something to justify the trouble. Well done, Kevin Graham. Nightman or the actual master? It's the actual master. Again. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and then my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. You didn't perform as well as I had hoped, but my words still came true, did they not? Just who are you? I think it's about time you took that lame-looking mask off and showed your face, don't you? If that is what you wish, I'd be happy to oblige. But ask yourself this, is that truly what you desire? What? You have but say the word and the deed shall be done. Well, what is it to be? Do you wish to see my face? Heaven? That's enough, Lord of Phantasma. Stop trying to mess with Kevin's head with your cryptic nonsense. I am doing no such thing. If he doesn't understand my words, that is because he chooses not to by himself. Regardless, the time has come for the Child of the Sun to return to you. Child of the Sun. Yeah, I guess that could be Estelle, maybe. And with that, you will finally have sufficient pieces for me to prepare some more advanced game boards for you. Advanced game boards? You got me all excited now. Your next destination is the Path of Dream Devils. Cross between the realms of shadow and light and gather the black and white pieces therein. Only upon the completion of your collection will your path to yet a new game board become clear. Evan, you got a lot you want to talk about, but let's save that until later, okay? But After all, it sounds like this contains the girl we've all been waiting for. Everything else can wait until she's out of the stone. Thanks, Kevin. Damn right. Even before it's a totally random character. It's the ice cream girl from Gransel. You've been played. I'm guessing it is. Oh, no, they didn't pull any last minute fast ones on us. What just happened? Hey, Estelle. Are you okay, Joshua? What was that light anyway? Oh yeah, the gang's all here, by the way. Also, you're in the space-time dimension. Don't ask any questions. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're feeling kind of bewildered right now. Not every day you find yourself in a situation like this. You can say that again. I've missed you, Estelle. Same here. You guys missed me, I've missed you. Oh, I'm feeling all emotional all of a sudden. So many faces I haven't seen in ages here, I'm not sure where to start. And a few who've done a total 180 since I last seen them too. I mean, wow, Oliver, you look all princely all of a sudden. And when did you cut your hair, Shara? Is that a new outfit? It's so daring. I've taken quite a liking to it myself. I have to say I still prefer that old white coat. I feel much more at home in it than this. Everyone else is the same old though. Fucking got 'em. Well, sorry for not breaking the bank on some new getup for you to gawk at. These clothes are practically my work uniform at this point. It'd take a lot to get me to change them. Oh man, it's so good to see you again. I forgot you were here, Annalise. I feel like you've changed at all. You're still a total airhead from where I'm standing. Annalise, you're here too. And as for you, Josette, you quit calling me a damn airhead in case you arranged it in a barn? That's not a very nice way to greet someone. What? I was only telling the truth. Sounds like you're always a huge pain in the butt for poor old Joshua. Okay, I'll give you that sometimes, but always? Actually, you know what? Scratch that. It's none of your business. Wow, though, even the captain and major are here. It's lovely to see you too, Estelle. It's been quite some time. Man, this is the best reunion party ever. No questions about the space and everything? No? Okay. And while we're all here, just gonna roll with it? Alright. I don't recognize the person with you, though. Hi? I'm Reese Argent, a squire of the Grail Knights. Kevin's told me quite a lot about you. He has, huh? It's nice to meet you. You really are a special girl, Estelle. Just having you here brightens up the room. You really think so? Hey, are you okay? You look a little pale. What? I mean, he did just activate some ancient unknown power or something. Sorry, Riaz. Gonna have to take a rain check on our talk. Kevin handed the cube to Riaz. Ooh, do you think Kevin's gonna take a break and we're gonna have to use Riaz as our main character? Or our forced party member? I'll leave things to you for a while. Keep moving on. That is interesting. Kinda sucks because Kevin is a really strong support unit. Kevin? Is this because of that thing he did? What thing? What's going on? Kevin? Wake up, Kevin! The Dark Stigma. Oh, okay. That's why it was called that. I guess that has something to do with his, whatever he did. We can go to a new page. Hell yeah, brother. Flashback time, or what do we got going on? Look at me, Kevin Graham. Instructor Selenate? Got a bad feeling about this. Is he in prison? You look as though you haven't eaten in days. Although by the sounds of it, you really haven't, nor have you been drinking anything. I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well. But unfortunate accidents are a fact of life, especially in our line of work. It's the risk we all choose to shoulder when we depart on a mission. Kill me. Excuse me? I've got no reason to be a knight anymore. I've got no reason to even live anymore. And if someone has to kill me, Couldn't ask for anyone better than you. I doubt I'd even have the time to feel pain. But you were done, so... If that is your wish, in what world do you think I would happily oblige just an asinine request? I do remember what you said when you first became a squire, You said you offered your soul to the goddess above and your body and blood to her church here on earth. After swearing that, think you have the right to beg for death, much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh. Still, I was reluctant to even relay this information to you. But after seeing how pathetic a state you're in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all. Squire of the Grail Knights, Kevin Graham, to stay on, you are to assume the position of the Fifth Dominion. Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments. Even His Holiness the Pope has given his approval. The job is yours. What? I imagine you must have at least heard rumors that the position of the Fifth Dominion was vacant, has been for several decades. Congratulations, it turns out the position was meant for you. How the hell did that baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me? I'm sure the Fifth Merkaba will be pleased to finally see the light of day. Why? Oh, and incidentally, it's tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion. I want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later. As you already know, mine is Carnelia, simple a name as it is. I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things. Why? Why me? I couldn't even protect Rufina from... Why me? And to that I say that is of no consequence here. What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight. She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's. Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new Fifth Dominion to fill it. The words of His Eminence the Cardinal. Oh, this is rich. This is just rich. Oh man, it's so funny it hurts. I become a knight to perfect Rufina, and then I end up shooting to the top of the ranks over a dead body? Amazing. Who could have seen that coming? I wish I could go back in time to tell myself when I signed up what was going to happen, just to see my own face. So what will you do? I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment. Admittedly, no one in the Grail Knights' 1,000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so would be unprecedented, but still. Oh, well, no shit. Now, I humbly accept my new position. I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Hell, start piling onto me today. I'm up for it. Alright then. I'll see what I can do. Oh, and don't hold back on me either. Throw me the really hard stuff, the kind you need to be a masochist to want to take on. That title thing? Let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect. Basically, he's got a death wish now. Is what we've picked up on that. And he doesn't really value his own life anymore. Labyrinth of Shadows and Light. Still very interested in what happened to Rufina. Because it made it... Because, I mean, what Riaz said, it's like she made it sound like she died protecting Riaz, but Riaz wouldn't have been involved in anything, right? Because, I mean, she didn't join the church officially until after that, right? If she's still just a squire, she can't have been in there that long. The more I hear, the more off the wall everything happening here sounds. I'm not surprised. We're making progress on working out what's going on, thankfully. You know, the place we're in is called Phantasma, and about how it has its own unique rules that govern it. We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria, then drawn into it. So, plenty of questions that need answering, but they can be largely summed up by the following three. 1. Who are the Lord of Phantasma and Schwaritzer? 2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost who appears to be connected to it? 3. What is Phantasma and how did it come to exist? I'm still very much assuming that Cube Lady is like Chloe's ancestor. I feel pretty strongly confident in that. Because even I can't remember when, it was a while back, but I remember looking at the intro to the game again, and it kind of clearly shows Cube Lady, and she looks just like Chloe. That's a pretty succinct way of putting it. There are other questions, of course, but it's true that most of those generally fall under those three in some way. Our other fiends roaming around comes under number 3, for example. Dividing everything up like that does make a whole hell of a lot easier to understand, yeah? Oh, but wait. Where does Kevin falling unconscious come into all this? I don't know, he like went Super Saiyan or some shit. He activated some evil church nonsense. It's like, the church is not, they're the good guys, okay? Made it sound like it was the cause of him fighting some giant devil. From what we can tell anyway, more specifically, the power he used to break the barrier surrounding us seems to have been what did it. The one that made that red symbol show up on his back. I haven't got any idea what it was either. It's possible it may have been some form of thaumaturgy passed down through the church, but I can hardly be sure. Oh yeah, Joshua knows, right? Because if it's a stigma, that's what he would have had. So you should have some experience with it. Do you think you know what it could have been? I think I do. I can't be sure, but I think it was a stigma. Seriously? Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder? Yeah, it was. What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image Wiseman had placed deep within my mind in order to control me. Kevin's is likely the same, save the control factor. However, I have a feeling his is also significantly more powerful than mine was. Well spotted, Joshua. Now the question is, why does he have that? I hope it's not so that the church can maintain full control over him at all times. That would be pretty fucked up. Say, how's Kevin doing? His condition seems to have marginally improved, but what he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind, so I think it would be best for him to rest for a while longer. That's a relief. He sure knows how to give people a fright. Do you mind if I get clarification on something, Riaz? My theory correct? Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma. However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is one of the original kind, which yours was likely based. A seal carved into a person's very soul, set to manifest only in the dominions of the Grail Knights. What's a dominion? I've heard rumors of their existence personally. The dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the Grail Knights. They're supposed to possess incredible power. That's also correct. Their stigmas are the source of that power. They allow the people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most would think humanly possible, as well as use high-level thaumaturgy far exceeding the capabilities of other knights. As I'm sure you pieced together, Kevin is one of them, specifically, 5th Dominion. Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading us around here? It sure doesn't feel like it. Sorry, but I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have his stigma implanted in him like Joshua did? No. Oh, okay, so they're like a natural. So that's what they meant when they said Rufina didn't manifest a stigma. Okay. Ordinarily, stigma aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention. There are 12 dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history. There are times when spots are left unfilled because a stigma bearer had to fill them has yet to appear. So Kevin's special. But they're always out there, whether their stigma has manifested or not. It's so weird, don't you think? But does that mean the stigma Joshua had? Mine was only a replica of the real thing. Wiseman was originally a clergyman, so he probably had access to a way to make such a thing. Yeah, I forgot he said that. He used to be a bishop in the Congregation for the Sacraments, which is the organization that the Grail Knights answer to. Even back in those days, he was in contact with Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church. Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on the stigmas of the dominions. We believe that he then went on to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over with the society. I thought so. Still, while I think having a vague understanding of what these stigmas are now, it's still not clear how using that power led Kevin to collapse. That risk naturally come with the use of your stigma's power, or is there something more to it? Well, I don't know exactly why, but Kevin fairly rarely uses the power of his stigma at all. I've heard the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brands heretics. In other words, those whose sins are too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again. Disposing of? That's so ominous. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, he's like he's an assassin, basically. So let me make sure I got this straight. He used a superpower he barely uses to get out of nowhere, and that caused him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it? That's what I believe is likely the case. See, I think I understand well enough. Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this? Yes, I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious. And I believe telling you all this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation. Well, if you're sure... Wait, does that mean... If no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead until he wakes up again. Is that alright with everybody? No problems here. Are you sure you don't want to stay here, though? I would have thought you want to stay and look after him. Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted me with the cube. As such, I believe it is my duty as a squire and his servants. His service? Oh god, it's... The dialogue is, it's wearing me down, dude. So please don't worry about me. Right now, I'd rather be helping all of you. Well, if you're sure... I personally see no reason to say no. Remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin. You won't have to worry about a thing, okay? Thank you. I appreciated that. What's wrong, Estelle? Well, so Riaz, I got a favor I want to ask you if you don't mind. Do you mind if I came with you when you headed out to explore? Is there any specific reason? Estelle? Well, it's just, I've only just returned to the world of the living, right? I feel like I want to go out and see what's going on for myself. And I mean, I am a bracer, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So, would you mind? Not in the least. I'd love it if you accompanied me. Thanks. Sorry for up and deciding that on my own, Joshua. Sorry for what? That's what you want to do, then. You won't hear any complaints from me. We'll be counting on you to do a good job backing Riaz up. You know it. Should we use Joshua? I don't know. I mean, we gotta use Oliver. He's too good right now. And then the question is, do we want to use Joshua? So, I mean, let's think. What is... Estelle's closest analog is basically being Agate. In that... I don't know. Estelle's kind of like in that weird spot where she's not super good at magic, but she's also not super good at physical. She's kind of like Joshua. Maybe we don't want to use Joshua, because I mean, Estelle could basically fill his role. I mean, we have to use one of them just because their ults are so good. Also Zen. I was trying to think. Well, Riaz, what does Riaz do? I was trying to like kind of think of what our archetypes are here. Because Kevin's our DPS, not Kevin, Oliver's our DPS. Really, I'm just like, do I want to use it? Because I mean, using Joshua and Estelle just feels so lame. But I kind of just want to use them. We'll use them for a little bit. We'll make some changes later. We won't use them for the entirety of this chapter, but for a little bit, let's roll with the classic squad. Well, the classic squad plus Riaz. Okay, we need to like set you up to do things. What time we're at? We're at 33 minutes. Actually, we should probably stop here. That's still the best support we have. Yeah, I like speed. That's good. And we have a door. I think hers is a sun door, right? Yeah, girl that loves to fish. That's definitely Estelle. Is there any others that were Estelle based? No. So in the next video, I will I'll set up ordnance off screen, and then we'll go do Estelle's sun door, and I guess we'll have some sort of fishing mini game. Oh boy. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.